right, and where's the code? Join. It is 810-66808 1432 1432 132. And then the password. There's no password. Okay. Join with video. And who is this? Is that me? Yes. Continue. Cancel. Okay. Reverse. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. We'll leave that there. Okay. Turn my light on. My phone's charging. Okay. My stuff in here. Let's go ahead. Live on Facebook. Actually, let me pull up Facebook just so I know. Share it. Right. It's okay. I'll fix it. And shift. Okay, cool. Put that away. Put that away. All right, cool. All right, let's start the live on Facebook. Assign a participant to type. I will type. No. Live on Facebook. All right. Can you ask Devina? And Zoom post content to. Okay. Oh, this is weird. Yeah, that's me. Do I have anybody in the waiting room yet? Nope. Series 3. Oh, wait. Share on your own timeline. Share to your page. There you go. Select page. Yep. Oh, I guess they made things different now. Preparing the live stream to the meeting. Okay, hello. All right, so we are officially live. I believe this is on, yeah, it's on the Chai Eco Series Creative Workshop. Yeah, all good to go. All right, so I know there's gonna be some delay with the Zoom as well as with, there's gonna be a delay in the Facebook Live, I mean, so I'm just looking at it to make sure that everything's going smoothly. I'm gonna mainly pin, this is my phone camera, just so you can see my process, and please ignore the nails. I need to remove my old nail polish. It's just the thing that I just did not prioritize this week. But okay, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll just go ahead and get started. I'll just introduce myself. Hello, my name's Devina. I'm 23 years old. I am one of the Chai Core artists. Yeah, and I'm here. I work with after school program. I also do this, and I run my own online beauty business, and I just do a bunch of fun stuff because I just like fun stuff. So we're gonna start with showing like an example. I just put all my materials together in like one bag, but I will do my best to show you guys the example. It's not fully finished because I kind of wanted you guys to see pretty much the technicalities of, let me just unpin this window real quick. I wonder if I can do that. More, rename. No, I can't unpin it. It's okay. Remove pin. There you go. So you guys can see both me and my phone camera. So I'm going to show you guys pretty much the best way to make this without any frustration and stuff, because I know when I was starting to make it, to see any kinks and quirks I have to be aware of. There were a little bit. I will say making the main structure of the wind chime was a little tedious, and that's okay. Most things are tedious anyway, but the process is awesome and you get to have fun with it. I'm going to show you guys the best way to do that. Oh, Serena is in. I will admit her. And I will say, all right, hello, Serena, how are you doing? You can't talk, that's okay. Hello. All right, so pretty much what you have in your kit are a few things. So you're gonna have popsicle sticks, you had a few paintbrushes, paints of course, because what else would the paintbrushes be for? Had a few, like a small pair of scissors, about 100 beads. I bought a pack of 1,000 and I ideally wanted 10-ish kit, so everybody got at least 100. Well, there were 9 kits in total because I forgot to take account of myself to do the example. Let's go ahead and get started. As I was saying before you guys hopped on, there are a couple of tedious things, but we'll go through them together. I'm glad that everyone's going to support each other in this. So you also got about 6 popsicle sticks, so 4, 5, and 6. And that's it. Pretty much the lay of the land. Oh, and you got pretty much a few sets of strings. So the longest one should be about 2 feet. And then you should have another set of 3 that are about 1 foot and a few inches. And then you should have about another set of strings that were about 9 inches, I believe. You don't have to have the full 6 if you don't want to, and that's okay. I just put the extra sets of strings in there just in case you wanted your wind chimes a little bit more intricate. So here's pretty much the skeleton of what you're gonna make. So you're gonna make let me wait until my camera's ready. So pretty much you're gonna make a star with your popsicle sticks, and ideally we're gonna paint these. We're gonna paint these together to make a little design with it. But it's blank right now because this is just the skeleton of it all. So you'll be making a star together, and pretty much we're gonna put that aside and we're gonna make the string parts. I found the best way to do it is tying the end. So be at the end so that when you put on your little designs, nothing will fall out. And I'm so glad that I came up with this idea because my after school kids, they made bracelets. And it was hard for them because they didn't have like a tie knot, and obviously the beads were like a little wide rounded, so all the beads really got everywhere. But yeah, so we're pretty much going to do the string separately, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it, so that by the time you're done with it, it'll hang, and it's okay if it's a little lopsided. That's actually pretty like kind of the cool side it, so you can see like all the designs from your sticks and things like that. But we'll go ahead and start painting the sticks. It's the easiest part. So let me get my paint brushes. And we'll take the next few minutes to design each stick however you want. I will say that I kind of just, picked up the beads randomly. So you may want like a certain design of colors and you might not have enough beads. That's totally, totally fine. You can pretty much work with what you got. So I'm going to take out blue. And I'm pretty much going to use my container as like my paint dish. And just put some right here. And very carefully, I'm going to paint the top part. You guys are smart. You have a paper pad to protect your table. I don't. I didn't think of that. Actually, I can make one real quick with a piece of paper. I'll just finish painting this up and then I'll go. Well, my notebook's right there, so I could just go ahead and get it. And put it to... Sorry if my phone camera is a little delayed. And usually never does that. Okay, I'll put this off to the side for right now. And get my little table protector because I do not want paint on my desk because this is a very nice desk. This is actually my sister's desk, so I don't want to ruin it. There you go. All right. Sticks in there. I hope you guys are having a good day. I don't know if you guys can talk or type in the chat, whatever you want to do. Or if you can't talk, that's totally fine. I kind of want...
Okay, go.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name?
Safira.
Safira?
Mm-hmm.
Nice to meet you.
Hey. Nice to meet you. It's fun to do these projects.
Yeah, they can be really, really fun. I wanted to do like things that related to Earth. No, other elements of what I could do. And I was like, oh, wait.
Let's do red and blue.
Red and blue? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Can you use the white?
Yes.
I need a good
water. No, I don't have any. Oh, you had to get your own water. Okay.
Can I share with you? Please.
No, you don't need to. We got it.
Okay, I just want to.
Okay, there. So you wanted to do this one red, this one blue?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll use
the other one.
There you go. Now you can see what I'm doing. All right. I included a few different brushes in case, just in case you didn't want to like, mix colors when you didn't want to. For some reason, my phone camera is a little delayed, but that's okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna stick to purples and blues for right now. And luckily this is acrylic, so it'll dry pretty fast. Maybe too fast for you.
Yeah.
Do we paint both sides of the sticks?
If you want to.
Okay.
Do you want it?
Does it look better if we do, or does it not show?
It'll probably will look better, but it's totally up to you. The star will be a little slanted, so you'll kind of will see both sides anyway. And I would recommend the first 3 sticks you paint, put them off to the side because those are what's going to dry the fastest. And those are what you're going to glue together first. Let me check the Facebook, see if there's anybody. Oh, it doesn't pin the. I tried to pin the, what's it called, my phone, but I guess not. Maybe it's because the audio is off from it. Or maybe if I pin mine as well. See if that makes a difference. Let's try this. My audio. Button. Leave computer audio. Unmute. Okay, perfect. Now on Facebook, it should show the process more than the actual. Watching the Facebook now. There you go. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah, there's more action on this camera than the one on my laptop. All right. Leave those 3 to the side. All right, I think I'm going to do a different color for the other one. I think I might do just a red and a yellow. Or a dark red and then transition it to yellow. Thank you guys for joining me and participating with me.
Thank you for having us and teaching us.
You're welcome.
This is fun, Mom.
Well, after we learn how to make it, then we can go buy some more sticks and do it again.
Or we could get eat our own popsicle sticks and save them.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, I think the one the spritz are just better.
Yeah.
I wasn't smart like you guys. I totally forgot to get my cup of water, but that's okay. I have extra brushes. Now I'm gonna go paint. I'm gonna go to the more driest one, which is probably the first one I painted, and now paint the other side, probably the same pattern. This one's like a purple, more purple than blue, but like add blue here. All right. I think I might need a new piece of paper because it's a little too messy. That's okay. Oof. Line them up to least to most dry. Right. I'm going to paint this side. Let me see. I'm trying to maybe just see what the white will do for me since I have leftover paint from the other brushes. You never know. Let me check Facebook. Okay. Alrighty, cool. Oops, moved my phone, sorry. Pink is actually one of my favorite colors, as well as blue and purple and black and yellow. This is giving me a nice cool like lime yellowish green and not like the gross kind of yellowish green. Here we go. This is giving me another pink. I'm gonna put some yellow in there. Interesting. Let me get the other paintbrush. Let's see, do more red. All right. I do this one too. Cool. All right. All right, now that I pretty much got all my paint sticks done, let me check out the first one I painted. If he's dry. All right, let me get the driest finger, so I'll do my pinky. Good. Cool. So I'll leave this off to the side. I think I'll just put it on the beads right now. Let's carefully do this one. All right, that's pretty dry, cool. The other side's dry too, awesome. This side's a little wet, but that's okay. All right, maybe this one may not be. Oh, totally forgot to paint this side. Oh my gosh. Whoops. Oh, it's okay though. Totally forgot to paint this one. Oh, this had blue in it. Pretty. I like, you know, reusing some paintbrushes sometimes that paint on them because I like the crazy ombre effect sometimes they give. Okay. Let me check this out. Oh, this may need a little bit more time, but that's okay. We'll work with this guy. And then we'll wait for him to dry and check him out. Oh no, he's still wet. I just painted him. So let's check this one out. This might be a tad wet still. So we'll let him out. We'll leave him with this group. All right, so I don't know if you're done painting both sides of your paint sticks however you want to. I just decided to do kind of a ombre thing going on. Really into those right now. You can't really tell on the other side though, but it's kind of like a greenish pink. You can't really tell. My camera quality on my phone is not the best as it used to be, but I'm gonna go ahead and glue the 3 sticks and make a triangle out of them. And after that, I'm just gonna set them out to dry. I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Elmer's glue. And 1 point, ooh, it's still closed, there you go. I'm gonna take a little bit of my Elmer's glue, make a dot there, and then place the stick slowly and just press on it and then adjust it to the length of the other stick so that when you glue this part, it's not as difficult. I'm gonna just press on to the part I glued and then slowly glue the next one. So I'm gonna put 2 dots here. Let me move up there you go. I'll make some dots, make 1 dot here, make 1 dot here. All right. Now I'm going to carefully place the last stick onto the 2 ones and then lightly press, well, not lightly, but kind of press on. And your sticks may come apart a little bit, but that's okay. Just use your kind of fingertips and press them down together. And then once you're done with that, just leave them to dry. They might fimble a little bit and that's okay. Just, it's like regular glue, so they might need a little bit of time. That's okay. So once you have them at least stuck together, you can put them off to the side to dry and give that time to dry. Maybe you might need a little more glue. I'm gonna put extra glue on some points here. All right, and just leave it alone. If it does come apart, then you can just re-glue it. But so far, I have re-glued the top part of the, let me close on my camera. There you go. So I re-glued this top part. I'm gonna re-glue the other one. And just slowly, while holding the other points, bring it together.
Are we making another triangle?
Yeah, you're gonna make another triangle with the other 2 sticks. It's just we're using these 3 first because they're the most dry. And just lightly press, make sure. and then just leave that triangle alone to dry. All right, let me check out the other sticks. Dry. All right, this is dry, awesome. Mostly dry, okay, cool. All right, now I'm gonna make another triangle with these. Put a dot of glue here. Maybe a little more. There you go. About a pea size. And then just press on. And angle it the best way possible for the other stick to pop on. So far I need a little bit more wide. Okay, now I'm gonna put 2 dots here. A little more on this side. All right, leave that alone, and then carefully place the last stick. You can slowly move it around to fit each other, and then lightly press. All right, so now we've made our 3 triangles. We're just gonna leave that off to the side so they can dry in the way we place them. I've got some glue on my desk, that's okay. I'll clean it.
Did you make 3 triangles or 2?
Just 2.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah. 2.
Why did you say 3?
3 sticks to make a triangle. That's probably what I meant. All right, now I'm gonna leave these off to dry this side. And now you're going to get your longest string, and I totally forgot to cut mine for myself, but I'm gonna eyeball at least 2 feet. So like my arm, maybe about 1 and 2. All right, I'm going to take my longest string. I'm pretty much done with the paints now, so I'm going to put this away. And I'm going to take the bead color of my choice. So if you don't, I would also, once we do this step, I'll let you guys know how to separate the beads. So now what I'm going to do, let me get back to the camera. Okay. So at the end of the twine, you're gonna tie the bead, because that's gonna be kind of your stopper, so that the beads don't like really fly out everywhere. I would even double knot it so that it doesn't move around or unloosen. And there you have it. So here's a double knot with a little something. Hold on. A little something like this, double knotted, and that's our stopper. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the other strings. So let me make another foot and a few inches. And pretty much do the same thing on the other strings. So, or double tying a bead at the end of each string, because that's going to be kind of your stopper, so that beads don't go flying around everywhere. All right, I have these done. How's you guys' day been so far?
Good.
Good to hear.
We're doing both sides.
How many strings should we have?
There should be like about let's see, you have one long one, 7 strings in total, and you're just gonna tie the bead on one side of each string.
Okay.
Sorry.
3, 6. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. I'm missing 2.
okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So look around your area.
Are you guys missing a string?
Yeah, but I'm gonna go get some yarn.
Oh, okay. Maybe I miscounted when I made the kit, so I apologize. Let me put these off to the side. I'm running into them. Oh my God. Okay. Yarn again. Ooh. Okay. All right, now I have 7 strings. Off to the side. All right, all my ends are tied, cool. All right, so now let's pick, since there are about 7 strings and we've used about 7 beads, so that means there's about 93 beads left. Definitely design your beads accordingly with the amounts. And you can have as many beads as you want on one string or the other. I'm probably going to start off with my longest one. Which one is the longest one, actually? I think this might be it. Okay. Because mine was about 2 arms length. Yeah. So I'm gonna put the other strings off to the side, and I'm gonna go ahead and make my bead design, or bead pattern, I should say. So I like purple, so I'll go ahead. Actually, I'll do blue. I'll just start putting in beads. Let's see, 93 divided by 7, what's that? Let me look up the calculator. Let's see, I want even amount of beads on each string. Oops. So 93 divided by 7. Computer's a little slow. That's about 13 beads. If you want to have more on one of them, that's totally fine. Or if you have more beads in your house, you can definitely add more. I was only able to get a set of 1,000, and obviously divided by 10 divided by 1,000 is 10. So I was only able to give each kind of bag 100 beads. But if you have more at home, feel free to, or even any charms that can go through this twine, you know, have at it, totally up to you. I got a, oh, it's not related. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna do 3 blues. And then 2 pinks on this one. I wish I had more beads here, I think. I don't think I have any more. I had a lot when I was little and probably lost them somewhere, who knows. They're small. You know, they can lose anything when they're this small. Oops. So I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment. Now I'm gonna do a red. I keep shaking the phone, I'm sorry. Keep bumping into it. Now I'm gonna put 2 blues. Let's see, where am I at? 3, 6, 7, 8, perfect. Now pink. Might just do 3 pinks. Oh, quick trick. If you want to put the twine together like they're little, you know, a little spoolie, it's a little messy for your fingers, but it's worth it. I like to glue the ends. I put a little bit of glue on them and then just glue them back together and twist a little bit like the direction the twine usually goes, and it'll stick like that because all the twines are glued together. So, but that's if you're nitpicky like me. Some people are like that, so. I'll blow on it to dry a little faster. where am I at? 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm going to do a purple at the end. All right. Cool. I'm going to just leave that here. I'm probably going to lay it out somewhere. There's about 100 beads in there. Maybe, I don't think there were like miraculously like 9 more beads after I put the kits together. So it might be like 101 somewhere. All right, so I did my longest string. Now I'm going to do the second to longest strings. Let me just lay them out so I can see. All right, that's longer, it's longer. Set that off to the side. Now it's longer, set that off to the side. Now this is shorter. Put that off to the side. Okay, so this is the next third longest one. I'm gonna do a similar but different pattern. I think I'm gonna do yellow and yellows and blues. Oops, wrong color. Oh, where my head's at. And then I said I wanted, what did I say? I want, totally forgot, pink. I think that's what I said. I don't remember what I said. 2, oops. Probably gonna have the similar pattern as the other one, like 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oops. Yellow in here. 2, oops. 2 yellows. And then 3 pinks. All right, so 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, and then I'll have purple be 12. By the way, how I pretty much put the beads together is completely random, All right. Put this off to the side. And there's other ways you can make like DIY wind chimes. People use beads. Some people have used, what are they called? Pipe cleaners. Some people have used small terracotta flower pots. It's just that this material is better for the budget. So, plus like they're simple materials, really, in it. So you can make a wind chime for cheap. Let's see, what other color one do I want? How about yellow and orange?
How would you do the terracotta pot with the pipe cleaners?
Oh, I didn't mean like both of them together. I meant like separately.
I was like, okay.
I would love to see how people do that. It'd be interesting.
So we have pipe cleaners on hand. How would we do it with pipe cleaners?
I guess you would put the beads or charms in between the pipe cleaners. From what I remember, you pretty much attach the pipe cleaners to like a short stick or something, from what I've seen. I'll have to, let me look at some of the examples.
I'll have to look on Pinterest. Okay.
To me, desktop. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Here it is. Here it is. Okay, I will copy this picture and I'm gonna send it into the Zoom chat. And I will also, let me see if I can post it to, oh, I guess not.
Yeah.
But let me see, I'll drag it into, from a folder to here.
Belong to Orange Nuts, I thought.
Yeah, put in my hand.
Here we go. All right, it was sent into the Zoom chat.
Mom does it.
If I can, I don't know if I can make it as a comment in.
I don't know if we have enough.
Okay.
Wait, no, I can.
It can move.
Insert. I think I can put it in the comment section.
Do you know it's in Spanish?
She can't hear us.
Oh, do I know Spanish? Did you ask?
She can't hear us.
I hear you. It's okay. To answer your question, I know a little Spanish here and there. So it's a little conversational. I can get by, but I'm not 100% the best.
What do you want to do next?
But I'm working on it. I'm never too old to learn anything. It might be a little harder, but that's okay.
What color are we doing next?
I actually got purple.
See, we're gonna do pink next.
Yeah. And then put purple.
Okay.
Have enough. I'll show you that pink.
Wish Sophie was here. She would have loved doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Let me see.
Oh, by the way, this other material I wanted to include in the kit, but it arrived to my house like a day after I delivered, and I had like no extra window in my schedule to try to put in any of the kits. And I didn't even know if people picked up the kits, so I've probably been too late. But I that are like kind of like command strips. I had to order them from Target. I would have gotten some on Amazon, but they would have taken longer. But you can find these on Amazon too for pretty much the same price as Target's, with the same pretty much kind of packaging, 3 each. But I was thinking like tying, once we like put everything together, tying the string to the hook so that you can either hang it in your house or hang it anywhere else. But I mean, if you're wanting one, you can get it at Amazon or order from Target.
All right, I think I have some of this floating around. We're gonna do blue next.
Blue.
We don't have enough blue.
Do you need blue?
All right, 3 oranges. All right, these twine need to be glued back together. I'll put a little bit more glue. Haha. All right. Two and three. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Oops. I already dropped a bead, of course. I think now I'm gonna do orange and blue. I think I'm gonna do orange and blue. No, I might not have enough orange, but that's totally fine. I'll figure it out. Let's see. All right, 3, 2, 1, 2 oranges. I found one. Oh, you know what? The other one I dropped was orange. Actually. Oh, just the right amount of orange. Go figure. To glue this together. I probably should have you just glue all the ends just to save time, but it's okay. And 3 blues. All right, and then purple. Perfect. All right. Now I'm gonna do the last 3 sets. I should have just enough, or maybe one extra, and I'll just put it in either one of the ones, maybe the longest one. Okay. Let me glue the twine together now to save me time. Your hands are gonna get so messy, but it's fine. Right. Let's do not yellow, not blue, not orange, or you did pink. Let's do white. Let's do white and yellow. Let's do white and yellow. So 3 white. Oops. And then 2 yellows. What colors are you guys using?
White,
So we did all of them at the same time, so they're all the same.
but no red.
We didn't use,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
That's
Awesome.
Balls.
It was pretty fun.
What, honey?
Mommy's time's up.
No. All right, what else will we do?
All right.
What's the brush?
I want to do this more often with her.
Yeah.
Aw.
Are you these?
I don't know yet. Wait.
Wait for her.
Does this look like candy? That looks like candy.
No, that's it.
Cute.
Let's do that.
Maybe Maybe we could paint with the leftover paint tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we could do some. Oh, Mom, put it on this handle.
Yeah, little handprint.
Do you have at least one more extra black? I really need
Another what?
I need a black.
No, I used all my beads.
Oh no, more.
Oh no.
Okay, I think this next one I'm gonna do black and white. I'll start with black. It's so bad. My hands are off camera, I'm sorry. Do I have any more purples? I have one more purple left. All right. Push these off to the side. All right, on my last string, I think I'm gonna do, I already did pink and blue, or I'll do green and blue. You glue this to mine. Okay. Two greens and three blues. Yes. Awesome. Right. I don't think I have any more purples, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and do black. That's the fastest thing. Okay. All right, I'm left with how many extra? I have about quite a few. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. So I'm gonna put, put a red on my longest one. Oops. No, don't do that. Brushes are running everywhere. All right, and then for the second one, I'm gonna do red again. Move this over. Ready? This one, I'm gonna do red again. And then this one, I'll do white on this one. All right, and this one, I'll do pink. And then this one, I'll do red again. I will do black again. Actually, no, I'll do pink. I'm gonna put black on my longest one. All right, cool. So now all the beads are used. I'm gonna close up my paints because I'm not using them anymore. Put away my brushes. Oh my God, I had one extra bead. Look at that. I will put that. Actually, I think they came off from the example. That's okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to really clean my table. All right. Put most of everything aside. I gotta close the red paint. Okay. All right, this is the kind of tedious part. All right, so now let's check on our triangles. It might still be a little wet. Well, this one's a little dry now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a star out of it. So one triangle right side up, the other upside down. And I don't really have a method to this. I just kind of put glue all over the lines and then kind of move around the glue and hope for the best. So start off here, that line, and then here. And be careful with this because obviously they're not gonna totally equally glue to each other, and that's okay. What I pretty much do is kind of take one side that touches them the most, like the bottom, and I kind of press down from that point. Where I mess around with the glue, like the excess, and kind of just, oops. Sometimes I will glue specific spots, so move this along here. Oh, I wish I got a wet wipe. Right, this one wants to be a little more difficult. All right, press that in. I'll put some glue on probably the bottom side. Pretty sure the bottom one here is the one that will stick the most. So I'm just going to put extra glue around here. And then let that kind of press that in and then put more glue on this side. Kind of press that in, get it to stay. And then I'll do this top. All right, and then we're gonna do the same as last time. After gluing them, kind of leave them off to the side to dry. It may not dry perfect, and that's okay. It's easily fixable. I'm gonna lightly press. And then now I'm just gonna put it off to the side, dry how I want to. I'm gonna focus on this bottom part here because that's where it's gonna touch the most. And maybe these two corners too. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone, see if that works. It worked last time for me, but I mean, I know a lot of these sticks can be a little different. It's okay. Let's move on. Beads now. The 3 smallest ones we're gonna just put to the side carefully. And we're just gonna focus on the first 4. So what was easier for me was kind of like picking them up all together and kind of laying them out with the, obviously the, all right, I think this is the longest string. Yeah, this is the longest string. Oops, sorry, I hit the phone again. All right, so, all right, after I pretty much lay them out, all right, let me look back at my prototype to see what I did. Oops, sorry. Okay, so I pretty much tied them all together around the end of the string. Well, I'll take the longest string. I think it's this one. I can't remember. Yeah. So your longest string, obviously you're going to want at least about, let me get it to the camera, maybe 4 or 5 inches extra. And that's for just extra string space in case you need it. It's about 4 or 5 inches. I think this is, it's about 4 or 5 inches. So I'm just going to leave that alone. And I'm just going to tie pretty much all the other beads pretty much up to this point. So about 1 inch down. So on the 6th inch. And I'm going to tie it together after 4 inches of space. So with the longest string, you're going to want about 5 to 6 inches of extra space, just in case something happens. Sometimes you mess up. I know I messed up my first time. And you're going to need about, from the other strings, about 4 inches, I would say, so that you have extra space. So I'm going to start with 1 string and tie it up. Excuse me. Oh. Why is someone calling me? I'm just going to decline. Here we go. Sorry, I got a weird phone call. All right, let me pull this guy out of here. It shouldn't be longer than the first string. So let me bring this back out and it's tight. So now that that's 2 together, we're gonna move on to the other strings. Again, about 4 inches. So same length as this guy. And you can measure the length this way, just kind of eyeballing it. Taking the 2. All right, now I'm gonna get this guy, the 2nd string. Hold on. I'm putting the longest string, longest end, because that's the longest string that we have, putting off to the side and just focusing on the 2 so that they match up together. Oh no, I'm pulling the wrong string. There you go. Okay. All right, now I'm pretty much going to try to tie it around that same knot. It's going to be a little difficult because you got like 3 strings in total to handle, but I did say it was going to be a little tedious, but that's okay. We'll work through it. Now I'm going to make another tie, trying to do it kind of overlapping the other knot so it creates a big knot. And then hopefully I have nails so I can just pick up the other end. Okay. I'm gonna go over the knot and just tie. Cool. So I'm gonna try to lay them as separately and flat as possible. But I know it's gonna be difficult because you're gonna be like moving them around. Okay, so putting this off to the side, focusing on the shorter strings and their ends. Sorry if I'm like constantly going off angle, but all right, and then measure up the ends so that they're about the same length. All right, and I'm gonna bring around my unknotted string, the one that's not put together with everybody else. And I'm gonna make another knot on top of the other knots we made. So it becomes a bigger knot. And slowly bring the string out from the loop. And line up the knot. Here, I'll try to get close to the camera so you guys can see. And then now align it over the knot and just tie. All right. Now we've made one big knot. So it should look a little something like this. All of them are kind of tied down together. They're all tied together. They might get a little, get 2 together, but that's okay. You can separate them as you go. All right, let's check on our little rectangle, our little star. The glue is still a little wet, so we're gonna give it more time to dry. Okay. Yeah, let me show you guys. Who is that? Someone else from Chai, so it's not a total stranger. Good, thank goodness. Participant D14, hello. Is this Alicia? Is this Coda or Poppy? I cannot tell. And they left. I know it's not a stranger because there's only a few people that have access to this Zoom account. So it's got to be somebody I know. All right, so checking up on our star, it's still a little wet. That's okay. I'm mainly focusing on this lower part because that's where they easily touch each other as opposed to like the other points. I'm still going to try to press them lightly, but it's still a little wet for me. So I'm going to just leave that alone right now, let the glue dry on its own. All right. How are you guys doing?
Good, but you kind of lost me when you did all the knots, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, so let me see if I can.
You just tied them all one at a time to the longer string?
Yeah, I tied them all to the longest string. So I don't know if my camera can focus.
Are they all supposed to be different lengths?
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see the longest. Where's my longest? See, these are the same. Okay. I found it. Here we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this longest string, that's the longer string. That's the 2 feet string.
Right.
And then these 3 are the
second to longest.
A foot and a few inches string.
Okay.
And I pretty much tied each of these onto this longest string. And I tied the knot on top of each other.
Did you do them individually?
Yes.
Okay.
Just because it was easiest. And the knot ends up looking like a little ball.
Okay. Sarah, what are you doing? Okay, let's try this.
Will you try to?
Sarah,
I've been lost by 1 time.
leave him alone.
Here, let me see. How first starts? It's still a little wet.
Yeah, it's pretty wet.
Okay, so we'll just let it dry. Let it do its thing. I wonder what it looks like on the other side. Ooh, look at that. That's actually really cool.
I like yours.
That one came out
Thank
nice.
you. I'm very surprised. I didn't really check it until now.
Can we show ours after?
Yeah, ours
Yeah, definitely.
is wet.
Ours are wet. I like how you did with the colors.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm into gradients right now.
You did the gradients?
Yeah, like, you know, the kind of one color and then it shifts to another color and it kind of transitions.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
And fun?
Yes, very fun.
Okay, so after you do the second to biggest or longest strings, you did the shorter ones down lower?
I tied them, so I tied each of the shorter strings
Onto the second to middle one?
Yeah, so I have my longest string.
Okay.
And I went ahead and one of the strings and tied it onto the longer string and it made a knot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much doing that same thing with other ones. Yeah. So it turns into this whole thing.
Okay, but you took the shorter ones and tied it onto the longest string still? Just down shorter?
Yeah.
So like down here, tie them down right here?
About 5 to 6 inches from the tip, pretty much.
Okay. So like down right there.
Mom, I love you.
I love you. Okay, we got this, girl. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
I could do this.
You can do it. You can do it.
Totally. Okay. Where's... Are you guys excited to go to the movie tonight at the park with Dad?
Yeah. Wait, I had to wear one clothes
Yeah, put warm clothes on.
so I won't be cold because outside is freezing.
Yeah.
Wait, can I bring the hammock?
No, you cannot.
Why?
If you could walk and carry all of it.
I will.
I know you will, but
I'll make muscles.
so fair, no.
I can make muscles with my arms. Okay.
So fair, calm down. You have too much energy. Go outside.
All right, I'll come. Yeah.
Okay.
It's asleep. Mama,
Yeah.
one time I had this saddest dream about being cut.
Oh,
So there's a
I don't want to
fun
hear. I don't
clown,
like hearing sad dreams.
but it ended happily. Actually, didn't it end sadly? And when I woke up crying on my face. Like cheers. Right.
Hmm.
That's really sad.
Mhm.
Okay, so I think we got it.
And there's a radio of Nicole screaming.
So fair, I don't. Let's not talk about sad stuff.
But it wasn't real.
I know, but Maybe later.
It's just a dream.
Okay, later.
And I wake up and squeeze.
Please, can we talk about it later? Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to tell you
I don't like
that.
I lost the screen for the. Okay. I think I got it. Does that look right to you?
Yeah, it looks great.
Okay.
It's our first time.
Yeah, Logan.
Yeah, that looks awesome. That's so cool. They're all staggered. All right, mine's pretty much on its way. Probably needs another few minutes. It's like sticking together and it's not moving, so that's a good sign. So I'll let it sit there for a few minutes. I kind of just like the excess glue, I kind of just spread it around to the edges just to quicken the process. Some of the glue has already solidified. That's okay. So I'll give it another minute just in case. And I think we're doing good on time as well. I made this about 3 hours just in case like there was that kind of tediousness, and there is. Plus glue dry time, and I know like this is definitely tedious as well because all those strings get mixed up together. But we are doing well.
Should have pulled out my hot glue gun.
It's okay. Hot glue would have probably been like an ideal material, honestly. Just, you know, buying everyone glue guns is probably a little expensive.
They have them at the dollar store too, just to let you know.
Oh, do they? That's awesome.
Yeah.
The little hand ones.
Yeah, they're pretty cute. They're like this big. They're really small. Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, go outside.
Definitely will keep that in mind for later. We'll have to put a caution note low because they can get really hot. And you can't like leave them on for too long, or else like your whole stick of glue just melts and then you waste a glue stick. How are you guys liking the activity so far?
Huh?
I think it's really cute and fun.
Yes.
I'm glad you guys like it.
Thank you for letting us come over and like soon do it.
Yeah, she definitely likes doing all these little crafts. We always try to keep an eye out for
New crafts.
New crafts to do because I gotta keep her busy.
Also go crazy. I'm like, I'm bored, I want to do something. What?
All right. I think my star is good to go. I think it's had enough drying time. So pretty much at this point is I'm gonna lay it the way I want it. So I want it to show up this way. So I'm gonna get my string and get the middle. Actually, better yet. So obviously I have to separate it. The longest goes, sorry, oops, I moved it. The longest string goes in the middle, of course. And then the other ones go into the 3 corners. So I don't know if it'll fit through here. Might make some trial and error. Let's see this one. Here, let's try to fit the short ones into the, let me put this pass through so it's out of the way. Since the beads are on, let's see if it'll fit through pretty much the star holes. So where the triangles. So I'm gonna try to fit it through here. It won't fit, but it'll fit through here. And then I'll get the other ones. Oops. And I'll just fit them through the largest holes. Ideally, each one would go about kind of in the triangle areas, but they may or may not be big enough to put through the beads, but that's okay. It's perfectly okay. Oops. This is kind of the tricky part too. It's making sure that everything kind of goes through what it goes through. All right, this needs to go through here. And it might make your star a little slanted, but that's okay. That is perfectly okay. All right, I'm gonna untwist the string the best I can. All right. So it's gonna look like kind of like that. You know, they're all in their own holes. The 3 smaller ones are in their like the corner holes. If you can fit the beads through kind of this top part, that's great. If not, that's totally okay. You can put them in the other holes. It's totally fine. And that's kind of where the other smaller ones come in. They actually help with kind of balancing out your wind chime in case one side's a little more heavier than the other. So as your backup. So now what we're going to do is I am going to pick a side. So I'm going to pick one side. So I'm going to pick this side and I'm going to align the knot, try to align it in the middle the best I can. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it. Let me try to visualize this. And I'm going to tie it to this popsicle stick. It might be a little hard because the beads are already on it, but that's totally okay. So I'm going to get the beads out of here, put them through the loop. And then still align it the way I want to, the knot in the middle. Like that. So it's a little far off, but that's okay. We have the other strings to help kind of align it back up. So now I'm going to take this third corner and pretty much do the same thing, but help it better line up to the middle, like tight, making sure all the strings are kind of tight, nothing too loose, because that's going to help with hanging it. So once I do that, like that. This part's a little tricky. Bring the beads up and around. Through the loop the best I can. And bring back, put all the strings off to the side. And once you've got it through like a loop knot, you can go ahead and test out the tension. Try to find that longer string, or like just to grab the knot. Kind of pull in accordance to making sure that's tight, tension's tight. All right, it's a little loose, so I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna pull. Try again, I'm almost there. You can fix it by loosening the loop and then seeing where you need that tension. Oh no, I'm frozen. Okay, it was frozen for a second. All right, now it is all up to this third line to fix everything. Put it back into the middle. This is, yep, this is the shortest one. Now I want to bring it back here. Oops. There you go. Don't want the beads getting lost. Make sure they are over the loop. All right. All right, that's where I want my attention. Sorry if my angle's off. I'm trying to do the best I can. All right, I want it tied there. So I'm gonna try to hold it down that way. Bring the beads back. Pull them over into the loop. Or better yet, pull the end string and just try to get them all through. I think this is another hard part, is getting all the beads through when they don't want to go through. All right, now they're all through. Through the middle. All right, now make sure my tension that I want is there, and then tie. Make sure it's all tight. Oh, I guess this guy wants to move around. I guess we're gonna have to double knot this guy. All right, I'm just gonna hold that string down. You really, we gotta have nimble fingers. Through. So open up this loop and then put it through here. Get it all through here. Right. And then try to get my tension back. Oops, sorry. All right. That was a lot, but we made it through. All right, let me see if I can raise up my phone a little bit so you guys can see a lot better. Okay. All right, so I know that last step was a lot, but she kind of has something like this. I'll try to angle it. So all the strings are, hold on, let me move it. Here we go. All the strings are tied up accordingly. There's enough tension to when I hang it, it'll go like this, it'll balance itself. If it's a little angled, that's totally fine. We should come out like this, and all the beads are kind of hanging like that. Was there some confusion? I know they get like tangled up in there. Oh, that's awesome.
I think we did. I'm just not.
Oh, I think, okay, I see what you did. Oh, that's okay. That's awesome. That is so pretty. Yeah, it's a little different than what I was trying to do, but honestly, it's really beautiful. I love it, and I love the patterns.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna look beautiful. And like I said, I wanted to give you guys like the little command hooks, ceiling hooks, but they came late. Go figure. But I'm gonna attach my next few strings. Oops. That is why I have everything attached. So since they're on that, I'm gonna put one on this side. Have them go through this hole.
So are you breaking up the second ones to the star?
Yeah, but it's okay. I actually really like what you did. It actually looks a lot better.
Okay,
My original idea.
Angles right here, like these ones, are just too small, so I had to do it this way.
Yeah.
Didn't fit through.
Yeah, but it looks beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty much done. I mean, like I said, I told the command hooks did not come in time. But yeah, so pretty much if I had a command hook, I pretty much would cut off the hold on, let me get back to the camera. I would pretty much cut off the shorter strings. So I'm just left with this one string, and I tie that one string to the hook.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll do it when I find our little hooks, but thank you so much. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you're welcome. I know some parts were a tad tedious. And I know like coming into this, like I didn't think it would be easy because personally, this is not the first time I made a beads wind chime. It's probably like the second time. But it was just awesome, like going through the process and just learning myself and learning how to like teach other people.
Yeah.
And, like, the materials are so cheap too. So like if you want to make more craft day with this, like you can find these at like the dollar store or something.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do that next time. I'll pull out the hot glue gun though.
Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you so very much. I have to actually jump off, but thank you so much, and I appreciate your time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for hopping on and joining me. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right. So I'm just going to stay on here and finish off my last few little strings. It looks a mess right now, but I'm going to clean it up. Trust me. I'm going to clean it up. All right. And now I'm going to put one on this side. I know the angle is a little messy, but it's totally, honestly, it's okay. Pretty much what I'm doing is the sides that I don't have tied, I'm gonna tie them with the shorter strings that I have that are filled with beads. And I'm probably gonna double knot these guys just to make sure they stay. Okay. If they're loose, it's okay. It's not a problem because the weight of the beads just brings them down anyway. All right. Did I have to double knot? I'm probably gonna have to double knot this string. Let me bring it over here, or bring that under here, I should say. So that's where it's supposed to go. And I'll get this guy. Oh, that's my tension one. That's what I need double knotted, definitely. Or maybe it's time to cut off the shorter strings. I think that'll make it a lot easier. No, that's not it. All right, I should have 4 strings up here, and I'm gonna cut off these shorter ones just so they're out of my way. All right, now I'm left with just this tall one, and I can focus on pretty much everything else for this. Make sure my tension's enough. Probably have it on the back here. Oh. Probably gonna have to tighten this side. Thank God I have nails. I'm just gonna bring this knot over here, see if I can bring it over, or the crossover under, so I can pay more attention to it or better see it. There we go, got it. Okay. Or maybe it should be on the top because that's how the tension works. Oh, nope. I got it. Maybe I should cut off the ones that are already double tied. Get it out of my way. The shorter ones. There's tension. As long as there's tension between the two strings, it's totally, doesn't matter what they're angled at. And now I'm gonna double knot it. Right, now I'm just going to get the middle where the hanging string is. Where is my hanging string? Here it is. Just make sure that there's still the tension. There. And then now I'm going to put this through the hole. Come on. Okay. All right. Now we have, oops. Now we have one more string to work on, but let me go ahead and fix up these last strings, like the loose ends, just to get it out of the way. Give me some clarity. All right, I'm gonna hang it off camera so I can better see what I'm doing. All right, I think I'm gonna put one on here to put on some more weight. Over here. Okay. This is the last step. Fix up the knot. All right, since I double knot it, it should be secure. So I'm gonna just cut off this loose end. And there you have it. This is your little wind chime. Let me try to lay it flat so you guys can see from a better angle, or let me try to lift up my phone actually. Just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so this is what the bottom should look like. You have some strings. You can paint the strings according to your sticks if you want. And this long string, you're gonna hang your hook on or whatever. And let me try to lay it out flat so you guys can see all the designs. But it's all tied up. All right, and that's it. That is pretty much your DIY wind chime. I'll take a picture and I'll post it so that you guys can see like the finished product, like once it's hanged. But thank you guys so much for participating with me. Shout out to Serena for participating with me and making it with me. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. This is recorded and will be posted to our YouTube. And this will be saved to this Facebook page. Thank you so much for your participation. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.